You're muted, Mad.
Of course I'm muted. What's going on, man?
Not much. How you doing?
Doing good, dude. Doing good. Just got done over with culture.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was actually gonna go to bed, and then I got the tweet from you, and I was like, "Well, when the Mad Barber boys call you in, you got to do it." It's like when the Peaky Blinders boys said, "We're going."
Man, I need to get back. Like, I stopped watching it. I think I watched like the first 4 seasons.
Yeah, and I think
4 seasons
there's
or
5
so?
or 6 or something.
Maybe the first 3 then.
I don't know. I binge watched it all. I was late to the show, but
yeah,
it was good stuff. Tom Holland played a great character in that.
Yeah, I watched. I think that was the last season I watched was when he was on there.
Yeah, he comes back in later, and it's awesome.
Oh, nice.
What's up, Sam?
Hey guys, how's it going?
It is going, dude. So I've been watching that. Have you been watching that Outer Range with Brolin, Josh Brolin?
I've been told to watch it. I haven't gotten the chance yet.
Man, I was really enjoying it. I'm still with it. But this last episode, oh boy, did it go message heavy.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
And
it had nothing to do with anybody I cared about. It was one of the ancillary characters. Did I say that? Did I get that
ancillary?
right?
Yeah. Pretty close.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Using the big words tonight.
Oh yeah, man. Busting them out. Thank you. Yeah. But so I'm gonna stick with it, but like Sam, look, it's a speakeasy. Oh man. Sam, look. No?
Soul Assassin, I have one thing to say to you, but I'm too nice to say it.
No, say it. Yeah, say it. What's up?
Soul Assassin, you're a hunt.
Wow. You two are the least, and I think I said this when you were on that stream of wherever the hell you brought me in the chat. I think I said like y'all two are like the least Aussie Australians like I've ever came across.
Well, that's the fucking truth.
I mean, look, I can go full Strine if you want me to, but I'd rather not.
That might make you the bad one, right?
Right.
Not in my eyes.
I am
18.
the evil one.
Which one said that?
Me.
Sam did. Sam was born 18 seconds beforehand because he pulled his hair back for Nick and said, "No, I'm going first."
Actually, ironically enough,
and Nick said, "Oh, jolly good. That's fine."
As a matter of fact, Nick is he came first.
Did he?
So yes, he did.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, way to go! You won.
Well, that ruins my entire story for the evening.
Well, that doesn't really help because I got stuck, didn't I?
Or sport read, really. I didn't know he was on.
You got stuck. I didn't know.
Yes, so
I wasn't there.
So Assassin, I'm still on a speakeasy, so I guess that means I lose.
So, I got a couple of things that I'm looking at for us to do, right? Because I enjoy this.
Matt, that's excellent as long as it's not more Neil Breen because I'm still recovering from
No. I have.
Sam, it's adult trauma. Sam?
I have why Luke and the Rebellion were always destined to fail.
Yeah.
And what was the other ones, man? Hold on.
Because all the evidence happens off screen, which is the best way of presenting evidence.
Of course. Where did I put that? Oh wait, did I put it under Matt's-planations? I did not. Anyway, and there was another one on how Black Panther like did the best job with dealing with racism or something, like some crazy nonsense.
Well, that's
and
a
they
new
showed
one.
that colonialist
Because
colonizer.
yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, exactly. I mean, the irony of that is that as far as I'm aware, is that Wakanda is an autocratic ethno-state, an isolationist ethno-state, I meant to say, excuse me.
But they opened up their walls in the end. Do you see the difference? They didn't build walls. That was the previous administration.
He kind of just retreated back to his black privilege.
Hey, you're talking about Star-Lord. Show respect.
Oh man, who just popped in? Oh hey,
Hey,
culture.
Hey there.
Wow, don't be excited or anything.
All right,
Oh my
we'll
god, it's double team.
Let me try to find that one. So I'm deciding which ones we're gonna madfap.
Oh, Mad.
Oh, we're going with that. Huh?
Can I ask you why you weren't
Yeah.
excited about me
Look, if
getting
I'm
here?
going to mad
I'm
fap anything,
actually-
I want dinner and a movie first.
No. Wait. Mad was not excited when I got here. He was disappointed when I showed up.
Don't know
I
what
am
you're
a
talking
Mad
about.
Barber boy. I'm original OG.
Oh yeah, but
I was
everyone knows-
excited.
Everyone knows the sequel's a little bit better.
Oh, okay. It's called How Black Panther Fights Racism.
Oh,
Christ,
Jesus
okay.
Christ.
Yeah, it defeats
Two words.
the
It doesn't.
Yeah. it
they
doesn't,
kill a
yeah.
white bad guy, so it's clearly it does. And there's guys on a basketball court at the end of the film, so
Yeah, but it also
Check-
kills a black bad
checkmate.
guy as well.
no, we don't know he died. He just went to sleep in the sunlight.
Oh
He's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
come back as the new Black Panther.
Mm-mm.
No, honestly, I think he pulled a Mufasa. But yeah.
You know,
That's
I'm
another
only
black
here
guy.
for a limited time. Do you really want to waste the limited time
Yes.
I have on this dumb shit?
Well, do you want that or do you want the Star Wars one?
No, let's do the fucking Black Panther thing.
Okay.
God, please don't hurt Star Wars. Dude, we destroyed Star Wars for like 2.5 hours on my fucking show.
George!
Hey, George!
Hey,
Yeah.
George.
Hey, George.
Hey,
There, George is my spirit animal.
thanks.
Did you say spirit anima?
No, animal. God, you're a dick.
Though the
Oh,
MCU
Screen
is
Crush.
known
I
for
love
their
these
action
guys.
Yeah. I'm so glad, dude. They have so much goodness.
Is this a new video? I just want to know what
No.
my points for rags are going to
Wow,
be this week.
who is the not
It's not new.
like that is terrible.com. Who's the person with the terrible.com like patch on the eye thing?
Dude, that's Nick.
No, it ain't not.
Yeah, that's Nick Fury.
No.
Yes, that is Nick Fury.
No,
Actually, I think that's Sam
if you-
Fury, his twin brother.
It is not my Nick Fury.
sequences, costumes, and iconic
Is this the same
heroes,
guy who
each
did
of their
the
No, this is a chick.
WandaVision one?
This is a
Okay.
chick.
films has a heartfelt message, whether it's a coming of age
Heartfelt,
story like
bitches.
Spider-Man:
Are you sure
Homecoming
it's a
or a
chick?
redemption arc like in Doctor Strange.
Why
The
am
hero's
I-
challenges
Yeah, because Doctor Strange is the only one with a redemption arc. I feel like that's
Do you
pretty.
wait a minute. Now, in looking at this image right now, do you feel like they intentionally shrunk Thor's arm?
Oh, interesting.
No. Yeti,
Look
you can
how,
come in
like-
whenever.
Dude, look at how like he dude, his arm's not much bigger than mine, and I'm not like yoked like Hemsworth.
What just happened? Did you really just compare your arm to Thor?
Maybe he did.
Oh no, it's so small we can't see.
make them
Not that your arm's small, the picture, like your
Oh, please don't make me kill you.
no, the picture on the.
Okay,
You know, did
rethink
you
their
see that?
perspective.
dude, look at that. That's a mountain
Did-
full of people.
Did
anyone
you see what, George?
Did you see the final trailer for Doctor Strange 2?
I don't know if I did or not.
I did.
I didn't
did.
know that they're bringing in all the what if characters that they did for Disney.
No,
Plus.
that's Doctor Strange. That's not
That's
Thor.
what no, I
Oh, is that what you said?
Yeah, I said. Did you see that? Is this not? Can you hear me? Okay with this?
Yeah, I may have just misheard you.
No, I'm just making sure because I had issues with it. No, I watched it said final Doctor Strange
Yeah.
trailer. And all of a sudden I'm starting to see all these what if characters. They're having
Oh yeah, dude, they're on,
Yeah.
they're on a what if jihad, bro.
right, but it seems to me, unless I'm wrong, tell me, Culture, or anybody else, are they going to completely replace all of the legacy characters then?
They have
with these
to.
what if?
They
Like,
have
it
to.
wouldn't surprise me.
Right, but because
I
I
think
read that
there's
Thor
potential
is his
to.
last one. I'm like, wait a minute, the Gore the God Butcher series was a long time. It wasn't. you can't
Oh
go back
no,
to the-
yeah, the God Killer, yeah.
But
No, they
he's-
have to.
But it says they're bringing in Twat Face Natalie Portman to be the new Thor. I thought this was a one-off. Like,
Well, you know what? If they follow the comic books that they are trying to reference now, Cancer Thor dies.
say one more time, the who dies? Because I read
Cancer
that.
Thor.
cancer. Yeah, she does die.
I
but
thought
it's
she
like a
gets
13
resurrected as a Valkyrie.
No, 13 issue series. It depends which continuity. She had, what is it, 13 issue was the run?
Oh,
It was a
how many
horrible
times
run.
have these
As
things
I
been
said.
rebooted?
As I said,
No
who
matter
can
what,
follow?
no matter. But everything that they're writing, I'm sorry, I don't. I know one of the McCabe's was talking. I apologize.
Oh no,
No,
go
no,
for
no.
it.
Go nuts.
Sam.
My
So
point.
Sam. No matter. Look, they've fucked everything up so far. So who
Right.
fucking knows what they're gonna do?
No, but instead,
But-
it was on CBR.
Look,
and on,
everybody, you'll get no argument from me on the subject of
Ugh.
nothing making sense. Honestly, you'll get no argument from me.
I'll say
All over the
this:
place.
as soon as I saw like Charles's like wheelchair, the one with the X, not even the yellow one
Right,
that they just
right.
showed,
I
but I'm
know.
like, oh, I'm in, because up to that point, I'm like, I don't give a shit about anything that's happening in this trailer.
54 cameos, bitches.
I just need the
54.
X-Men. I
Did
don't
you
need
say
the other ones.
54?
I did. Look, the over under in Vegas is 40.
Okay, wait
Take
a minute.
the over.
54. You
Take
got
the over.
Charles. If you got the Illuminati, that means they're going to have Namor.
6. There are 6 in the Illuminati alone.
Right, but they're
Oh,
bringing
and
them
don't
all.
forget deleted scenes.
Oh, no kidding.
Well, who's going to be? So you're going to have Reed Richards.
Oh yeah, you're getting the whole
Xavier,
Fantastic Four. Yeah, you're getting you got
Wolverine?
God, there's
are they
Xavier,
br-
Black Bolt, Scarlet Witch,
Black
an
Bolt.
alternate, or not Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel, an alternate.
Right.
oh, you're getting Marvel, like the actual Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting fuck.
Namor.
It's
Not
retarded.
Namor, not
You're
Namor.
getting you're also getting
Namor.
Manhunter. No, not Manhunter. Hang on.
Manhunter's DC.
No, I'm trying. No. It's the fuck. They just did it in Loki. God damn. The fuck the guy's name
Oh,
is.
you mean the one that shall not be named?
Kang?
Yes.
Kang the Conqueror?
Yes. Kang is in it. You've got God damn. It's
The
retarded.
Peggy
how many
Carter
people in there.
character.
Just,
Yeah, you got
just character,
Spider-Man, of
food.
course. You got
Spider-Man's
Well-
in this one too?
oh fuck yeah. Oh
Hey
my
Darius,
God.
how's it going?
Lots of action figures.
Dude, seriously, like I'm telling you right now, you can
Loki.
fill a fucking cereal box with how many people are going to be in this fucking shit. I'm just
Does that
telling
mean
you.
Loki has to be in it?
Ah,
Dungeon
I-
Master
Which
Blaster.
Loki?
I have to agree. There
Ah, good
don't
question.
appear to be any holes in the rock face, so I
No.
do wonder how on earth.
I
they
see
got
a
that.
couple.
So-
I was gonna make the same comment. Like, how did they even get up there? I don't even see.
They-
Like,
they
there's
crawled?
looks like there may be one entrance like to the on the far right one.
Mm.
no,
and then-
it's, no. They just kind of climb up and down the waterfall. I mean,
They
let's be
rappel.
honest.
You know what I never got?
No.
You have all this what is it? Vibranium, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they make like suits for everyone like what Black
I
Panther
have a
has?
question. Why couldn't they build a fucking stadium?
Also, yeah, well,
Because they're trying
also
to do
they
that
they
fusion of tradition.
they had a ton of those plants too. Why couldn't they left some of their guards, the people that are supposed to be
Because
protecting
it's
the Black
supposed to
Panther?
be
Hanging
for
out.
one dude. It's supposed to be just for the king. They didn't want everybody to, the worthy ones. Otherwise, then if everybody's superpowered, no one's special.
So
Oh,
you're-
you mean like
they're
what they're
capitalists.
trying to do? Everybody, if everybody's superpowered, nobody's superpowered. You mean like the fucking whole point of the MCU?
Yeah.
Wakanda's in North Korea, Marvel.
Well,
They kinda
Soul
are.
Assassin's, Soul Assassin's completely
Wow.
right. It's absolutely true. Wakanda is basically a Marvel version of North Korea. They're an ethno state. They are ultra nationalist. They're isolationist.
Right.
They don't let anybody in or
They
out.
kill
by all
anybody
accounts.
who comes into their borders without them. Kill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their
they tend to-
CGI is horrible.
They're
But they're rich and
authoritarian
have great
as well.
technology.
Well, and some of them are fucking. They got racks.
Well, they don't have strip clubs, so I'm out.
You don't know that.
Yeah, you really don't know that. Like,
Yeah, you do.
And of course, because if you want to lecture people about oppression and God knows what else, who do you send but a king?
Yes. A
Also-
good king. Well, a
I mean-
benevolent king.
It's
well,
like look,
within-
it's like fucking Prince Harry and his
Oh
whore.
God.
It's like if you want to lecture people about friggin' fairness and equality and all of that nonsense, who do you send but a prince? I mean, what fucking nonsense. Anyway,
well,
never
look,
mind.
the movie starts with them talking about how this tribe, Wakanda, like killed and like forced all these other tribes to bend the knee to them. but yeah, there's some beacon of the way like it should be.
Because they're trying to take this mentality of tribalism being a good thing. Tribes do not lead to civilizations unless you go to an agrarian-based society. That's why in Africa they still have for 10,000 years all these tribes killing each other.
I'm looking forward to being lectured by King
unless of course it's quite clear that Wakanda has a definite, shall we say, imperialist bent. That is literally
let's see
that they've literally decided to not colonize, but what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, subjugate every single other tribe in that particular vicinity.
We're 19 seconds in. Let's give her a chance.
19 seconds. We 16 fucking minutes into this fucking show. Jesus.
In Black Panther, T'Challa's forced to rethink the Wakandan tradition of isolationism as his cousin Killmonger challenges him for the throne. Though taking place in a fictitious country, the film gives a realistic portrayal of the Black experience in America and in Africa.
No, it does not.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Who is this idiot speaking?
Pretty sure there are Africans out there who look at this and cringe.
First of all, women shouldn't be speaking in narration.
Not with her voice. There are some women who have great Kate Blanchett.
This is Screen Crush.
That's what I just said.
Oh, I just heard you say
My
women
other
shouldn't
problem
speak.
too is
I said they shouldn't speak in narration.
Right, but is Screen Crush like MCU style?
Oh no, they're 100%. They're shill media.
Dude, last video we covered on them was and EFAP did it too, was how Wanda how Wanda did nothing wrong.
So you're saying EFAP copied you?
Oh,
I mean,
they kind of did.
They kind of mauled
most of our
us.
same points. I mean,
It's not the first time I've been mauled. He stole my my ologist.
Spaceologist.
Yeah.
I'm not accusing EFAP of doing it. I just say I find it weird that Rags had all the exact same points that I had in the same order that I had them.
This is starting to irritate me. I feel like I don't know if I can continue.
We're not even.
Well,
how many seconds did we get through?
But the Wakanda.
I'll be back in a little bit, guys. So
all I know is I was
Right,
offended
yeah.
by Wakanda.
Yeah,
They
my
didn't
massive
want
problem
to- they
here
didn't
is
want
that
to mention that everything comes from Greece.
Oh, it's true. Actually, yeah, lots of things. Like, I mean, it's either Greece or the Phoenicians.
Yep.
Oh wow, drunk culture. I am not any of those things. I'm also not.
It's a mad conspiracy. Yeah.
So I guess Mahler's going to take your rhino bit later.
Wouldn't be surprised.
We can only hope. So.
Wait, they're going to take your rhino bit?
Is rhinoceros or rhinoceros?
Rhinoceros.
Yes,
The rhinoceros?
which he doesn't tell on his video that it's not.
Yes, it is marked not for kids.
Is it?
Yes, it is.
It is 100% not for kids.
Yeah, all my videos are marked.
I had my nieces over. I told them this a few weeks ago, and I was like, "They're like, we want to watch an animal show." I said, "Hey, a friend of mine does a YouTube show. He's got an animal show. He told me to watch it. So I put it on."
No, you did not do that.
I spend 2/3 of it talking about how rhinoceros have itchy dicks.
It was not okay.
Yeah, I went in the kitchen to cook a grilled cheese for them because that's what they love. And all of a sudden I hear it and I'm like, pause, give me the controls.
No.
What is that?
It's so good.
There is no
It's so
way.
good.
George, you know way better than that. They say
No,
your
I
nieces
was
is-
exhausted and he told me he had an animal show. I was
Yeah.
like, okay. I didn't watch it first. That's my mistake.
Your first mistake is no.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm working on a new so the Matsplanation series. We're going in a different route. I'm going to be covering the history of a very influential billionaire.
Really?
It's going to be pretty good.
Oh,
Yep.
Bill Gates?
Sure. We'll
Elon
have to wait and
Musk?
find out.
Warren
We'll
Buffett.
have to wait
Warren
and find
Buffett.
out.
Warren
Well,
Buffett.
just give us a tease.
My favorite thing was Warren
Um,
Buffett singing "Come Monday." That's my favorite song. Warren
Come, no, I can't do it on
Well,
that
you
one.
know, he just bitched about the stock market this morning.
Buffett.
Yeah, Buffett. He's like, they've created a stock market that's unmoored from reality. It's only based on psychology and, media pump. He was just pissed.
All right, so here's a quick. There's no audio or anything. It's just a quick little bit.
What the?
Oh shit! That's Elon.
Little tiny Elon.
Yeah, I start with his immigration in 1902.
Yeah, because he's
And that-
immortal.
Not gonna say anymore. What's up,
I'm
Courtney?
so excited.
Oh, dude.
I just can't hide it.
So like
Hey, by
this
the way,
happened.
Wait. Man. So are we doing Street Smarts on Wednesday?
Yeah. Dude. So like 2 nights ago, I was trying to go to sleep and I just had this idea in my head. I had to jump up and record almost all of the not all the dialogue, but like a rough cut of what I wanted it to be. And yeah, I'm excited for it. But
Okay. I'm excited.
Race
Wait,
Here we go.
No, why are we doing this again?
we haven't
We haven't
not
even
a
started
minute
the
in.
video.
No, we did. I'm done with it. I was done like 5 or 10 minutes ago. Why?
Well, let's go
Been up
see.
too long today.
It's Bilbo.
It is.
Racism is a sensitive topic to approach.
Yes. Oh fuck! Are you
Place
kidding
in
me?
an
She just
fictitious
swallow her
country.
own puke?
The film gives a realistic
well, or
portrayal of the
cum.
black
One or the other.
What?
experience in America
Elbows come?
and in Africa. Racism is a sensitive topic to approach. Black
Oh,
Oh.
All right, for
true.
a start, I don't appreciate the universalizing claim of a so-called black experience. There is no such thing. Everyone is an individual and everyone experiences things differently. There's no such thing as a universal black experience or a universal African experience. It's not a thing. Treat people like the individuals they are and fuck off.
That was pretty definitive.
Panther managed to not only talk about it, but use the consequences of racism to shape its storyline, characters, and even its comedy.
what?
A movie that has like 7
Yeah,
white
quote,
people
unquote,
is
comedy.
defining racism.
Yeah, no, it is because apparently, fuck the whiteys.
Here are the 4
You know what those? By the way, so she goes like, they use racism
Okay.
to shape the characters, the story, even the humor. How is that shaped by racism? That she's freaking out about him wearing sandals?
Okay, so when you say address racism, when they say address racism, everybody in the chat should read that as
God, could the neighbors
perpetuate
be any
racism.
fucking louder?
Wow.
What, next door?
Culture, you heading out, bro?
Interestingly enough, I have no interest in this film ever.
Oh, you don't have any interest in us?
No, you guys are people that I enjoy a lot, mostly. But there's a thing I like to enjoy also called sleep.
Oh, you don't need it.
Yeah, it's
I
kind of
know.
overrated, bro. You
I
miss a
need at
lot.
least- I gotta get 4 hours at least.
George, I think he said he doesn't like you all that much.
I know. That's what I just
That's
heard.
actually
I
mostly
can't
not what
believe
I
it.
said.
Yeah, it is.
No, wait,
I
wait,
come
wait,
on,
wait,
and now
wait,
you're
wait.
leaving. No, that's
It was
it.
mostly not what I said.
No, that's not what I heard.
Okay. Well, here are other things then. Like
All right, culture. Oh, everybody in the chat, make sure that you watch these 7 videos a day.
I'm responsible for people that want to make money. So sleeping is good for me.
Okay. Whose keyboard is that?
I don't know, but they're destroying
That's-
everything on the planet.
George, shut the fuck up, boo. Boo.
Boo! It's boo.
I don't know why I called him boo.
Wow.
I was gonna say bro, but it went to boo for some reason.
You just cut the R out. You're like boo. It's not me. My hands are up.
When did you guys start dating? I didn't even know that.
Dude, I have never called some chick boo.
No,
No, just
George.
the dudes.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, fuck off. That was I walked into that one.
Man.
You did,
Oh, man.
bro, and I'm
Unbelievable.
excited for it. Oh, wait. I may not leave. Apparently, Matt is dating George now. I did not know
Yeah, I'm not that kind of Greek.
this. Whoa, shit. I am so happy right now. Okay, mostly, hi. So, I really don't want to leave, but I
Does
have
that
to
say
because
Full Ways Black Panther elegantly addresses racism?
Elegantly.
Elegantly
Javicia
by foot.
Leslie is smoking hot, and they put a Batwoman thing on her, and that destroyed her.
Mm.
That's messed up.
Are
Speaking
you
of
going to
smoking
see
hot,
Strange 2 this week, Culture, before you can leave?
fuck no.
You're
I
not
am.
going to review it?
I'll see it.
No, I will tell you everything I know about it before. Oh, wait, I can't do that. That's called spoilers.
Well, no, tell me, because then I can avoid going to it.
Oh my god,
There's
Not-
lots of
not
people in
here.
the chat that don't want spoilers.
it is so
Yeah.
bad. It is so bad.
It's supposed to. They keep saying it's like No Way Home. That's why.
Oh no, it is nothing like No Way Home. See, this is the problem. Hollywood never learns that lesson. They are like, oh, you guys want this, and then they reshoot things, and then they reshoot the wrong fucking things.
Because they went into 6 weeks of reshoots. I thought that's what they did was correct all the woke crap.
Oh,
Remove it. No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
and
think they said 6 cameos is good, so let's have 50.
yeah. Well, wolf.
All right,
I'm
you're
just gonna say
exhausted.
the over under in Vegas is 40. I'm take the over. And
what's it
Sam,
gonna
I
open?
am
What's it gonna
of
open?
sound mind, Dick.
What's it going to open then?
Ultra says 160.
160? You don't think higher?
No, it's not that many. Yeah. God, I love all you white people.
Go
No,
your
mostly
smack.
I'm going to say this about that. I'm going.
Wait, before you go, what's it going to do for a weekend gross?
That's what I said. 160 is what he said over and over so
somewhere
far.
between
Oh, sorry.
167 and 172.
Okay.
Oh, he's adjusting it upwards.
No, I just look, the last projection I saw based on current ticket buying habits and initial pre-sales, that's where it puts it. It's not going to do more than 180.
Okay.
Sorry.
Man, I'm tempted to take the over at 180.
ahead.
Actually,
Go.
I'm
do it.
tempted because
Yeah.
I think between
Put your money where their mouse is.
well, I think between people being like, oh, dude, that Spider-Man shit like looks like they corrected the course, right? No, you don't think people are thinking that?
You mean
No, I'm
first
telling you
corrected?
that by Saturday, word of mouth is going to kick this thing so hard. in
By
the nuts.
Saturday, I don't think word of mouth is going to
Dude,
step
the
in,
Wanda
like,
thing,
the
the
day
Wanda
after.
thing is going to set the audience off. God, I can't even talk about this.
Well, tell me, damn it. Now
There's leaks out there, George.
where?
Ooh, dude, I haven't said anything.
The real
I
ones, 'cause I've read
said a
all the
lot of
kind of
things
bullshit
like
leaks.
4 months ago. 4 months ago, I said a lot of things about what was happening. They corrected half of it, but Wanda still sucks balls.
Really? That could sell.
Not the way you want that to happen.
Yeah, I did hear that it's like it's almost a two-hander between her and Strange.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad.
Oh, I know.
All
They
right.
keep showing Chavez, and I'm like, I never read the
No,
character.
that's a misdirect, and it's a bad one.
Wait, no, it's a good one. If they're showing her, but she's not going to be involved in it all that much, I would.
But he's saying
categorize
it's
that
worse
as-
than that. But he's saying it's worse than misdirect. Like
I-
what comes
look,
after her. is-
I'm not gonna look. If this thing is your yum, I ain't gonna yuck it. I'm just gonna say,
Hold on.
fuck Marvel right
Hold
now.
on. If this thing, I'm writing this one down. This thing ain't your yum.
Yeah.
I'm not
tired.
gonna yuck it.
He's tired. He's tired.
You mean if it is your yum, he's not going to yuck it?
That's what I said.
Yeah, if it
Yes,
is
that's
your
right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, if this thing is your yum,
Yum.
I'm not gonna
I ain't
yuck
gonna
it.
yuck it. That's right. I ain't gonna yuck it. Look, I don't yuck anybody's yum. If this is your jam, get on it. I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna suck fucking donkey balls from like
You got a
27
thing
miles
with
away.
balls.
Right?
I think the cameos will get the normies there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I had no interest in it until I saw that fucking wheelchair. And then the yellow one, I'm like, oh shit, I'm on board.
And if they hear that it's going to have Fantastic Four or even Wolverine, which I read 2 leaks that said Wolverine, I'm like, no way. But if they have X,
George, I can't tell you. Look, okay.
type it to me.
All right, Culture. We'll see you later, bro. Make sure everybody checks out his 12 videos he does a day.
I thought it was
12. I know tomorrow's a 6-minute day. You're fucking dick.
Yeah, only 9 hours till the 6 minutes.
I'll give you 6 minutes every weekday.
How did you decide between 6 minutes? Why not 7 or 3?
Because that's all I need.
Oh,
He's never been able to go past 6 minutes.
Well,
Why
in fact,
bother?
with the foreplay and everything afterwards, it's about 10.
Look, I've always said this, and I stand by it. That's just a race. If you don't get yours when I get mine, you need to try harder.
You're not wrong. So yeah, it's about 10 minutes, 34 seconds on average. I'm just saying. But it's the 6 minute daily. It's every weekday. You got wow. Look, these people are my friends, and you wouldn't know it at all ever. We got yelling at parked cars on Monday. You got Thursday throwdown. I heard a rumor. You know what? Do you know what the rumor is, man?
what?
Shh, man. Do you know what the rumor is?
No.
Okay. Do you want to know what the rumor is, man?
Yeah.
If it gets you to stop doing that.
You might make a random appearance on Yelling tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I'll see if I can schedule it in. I'll see if I have the time.
What? You have time? What are you making another Rhino
We'll
Dick
see.
show?
Matt, quit bullshitting. You'll make the
Another
time.
Rhino Dick show.
Dude, we have amazing guests. Yelling's getting huge. Thursday's getting huge. We've got Brahma Bull that's rolling his balls into the court. Well.
I love the Rhino show, by the way.
What?
That's not for kids. You got to put not.
Wait, where did that come from?
I'm not sure
I
what
don't
that
know.
even meant.
Neither did I.
It was beautiful.
Culture's
I mean, I'm dropping them out and putting them on the table, but
No,
I
you're
haven't
rolling them across the basketball court, is
haven't
what he
slept
said.
in 22 hours. I'm going
Go
to
get
bed.
sleep.
Well, go to bed.
All right. I love
I'll
you all.
see you, bro. I'll
See
see
you
you.
later.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You
Hey,
Wait,
That's
Matt,
your boo.
you owe me a stream.
What?
You do. You owe me a stream.
Okay. We can talk about it.
No. Sunday. You're coming into Sunday Culture Review this week.
All right, I can do it. I can do it on Sunday.
Okay.
Let me make a note.
for exactly 32 minutes and 59 seconds.
Also, are we going to ever do Wednesday live again? Because I feel like I set up a show.
Oh my god.
Then I moved it over to your channel and it died.
Well, yeah, because like something came up. Oh, your power went out. Remember?
I don't think any of that's true.
No. Oh, all right. we may get it going again.
That's going to show up for exactly 6 minutes.
George, I love you.
Oh wait.
And be sure to like punish Mad while I'm gone.
I will.
I'll send you the secret codes to the electrodes that are mounted to his testicles. Does that sound good?
Have a good night, brother.
The
See
kids
you,
have been
bro.
eerily quiet for a long time.
Good night, culture. Wow, that man has some interesting predilections. That's all I have to say.
Oh man.
He's
No, but
focused
you
really
get good
on
information out of him though. That's how I found out about his roommate because he got drunk one night. We were bullshit.
I wouldn't,
His
look,
roommate
I wouldn't,
besides the
look,
boss?
I wouldn't worry about any
No,
promises you make
when he
him.
was college.
I wouldn't worry about any promises you make him because culture's not likely to remember any of this, is he?
Nah. All right, man. Let's get back to this. I want to see the 4 ways that Black Panther elegantly addresses racism.
Yeah, my foot.
4 ways Black Panther elegantly addresses racism. Number 1, breaking stereotypes.
Really?
Dude, really? Culture was
Really?
supposed to be asleep.
Killmonger is a walking black power fist.
He really is, dude. Yeah. By the
so.
way, one of the smartest things that SNL has done in a very long time was the skit that they did with Tom Hanks, where him and Black Panther are on like Jeopardy or whatever, right? Or Black Jeopardy. And
What the hell is that?
it's like Jeopardy, but for black people. Anyway, but Black Panther, not being from America, does not know the black culture in America. So he's getting all of them wrong. But Tom Hanks, being from America, is nailing all of them. Why? Because we are closer because of our culture than
Right.
you know, a black person from Africa and a black person from America are, because culturally we're closer. And it was really, really smart. They haven't done shit like that since. They went a whole different way.
Okay, are we
But-
going to watch the show?
Bro, we're mad fapping it.
Most of the Western world has a false perception of African civilization.
Savages.
Hollywood films have shaped the audience's beliefs to a certain.
Oh, well, hold on, dude. Blood Diamond, dude, is 100% legit, though.
I love.
You can't say that it's a misperception that it's anything like this.
Yeah,
One is
I just want to quickly add before this narrator goes any further. You guys do understand that Africa is a continent, not a country, right?
true.
Yeah. What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Oh, hey, little one.
Zoe, what are you doing, darling?
Doing a sound check.
You doing a sound check, are you? Want do sound check?
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, bless.
All right, I'll mute myself. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you good. I would sold, but we would get taken down for that one. I guarantee it with NBC. But it's a great skit. Like share it in the chat for everybody though. Blood Diamond, by the way, I rewatched it. I've seen that movie so many times. I really, really like that movie. I love Leonardo DiCaprio's accent in it too. He's like, yo, man, you crazy? I just got to go to them government boys, huh? They spend that good money on the guns. Like, his accent is just so good. But yeah, Blood Diamond is a fantastic movie. If you haven't seen it, do yourself the favor, man. It's really, really fucking good. And it is anything but
yeah, it's not a stereotype.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Blood Diamond also set in a certain period of time?
Yeah, not that far back, but yes.
Associate Africa with poverty. Americans. But in reality, it is a continent made of individual countries with rich cultures. That Wakanda.
Wait, hold on. Did you hear that? She goes, they're made to look like it's all poverty. And then she goes, but it's a continent made up of with rich culture. No. Guess you have a lot of. Just because you have rich culture doesn't mean you don't live in squalor. Like, oh, whatever.
Well, it depends on where you are.
Can hide its advanced civilization for so long shows how this false notion of Africa is accepted as so long.
Hold on.
Countries with rich cultures. That Wakanda can hide its advanced civilization for so long shows how this false notion of Africa is accepted as universal truth.
That's not it at all.
No, it
One,
doesn't.
they have people that are pretending to be just goat farmers. They put on an entire show outside
They are literally reinforcing it.
Yes,
stereotype.
That's kind of Wakanda's MO. They need everyone to look poverty-stricken so that everybody leaves them alone.
Yeah, that is by design. That is not us projecting stereotypes onto it.
I just think that was part of the damn plot.
Yes. In fact, I'm pretty sure right here he talks about their biggest import.
Yeah, he goes on to say that their biggest import are like textiles and all that sort of stuff. But the whole plot is people realizing that there is an untapped wealth there, and that's why Killmonger goes into all these museums discovering these sort of ancient Wakandan weapons made of vibranium.
Real quick, any movie that's based on a true story, if you're going into it thinking that you're going to get an accurate depiction of what actually happened, you're wrong off the bat. So I do not watch Blood Diamond then, nor do I do it now, thinking that I'm getting an accurate geopolitical.
Anything that says based on real events, right. I like to heavily emphasize the based word. So it's just based on, not is.
Like
so when I say it's a great movie, like I really enjoy it. I'm speaking specifically it as a movie in like a vacuum rather than any ideas that it's trying to, to say over a
convey the actual truth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, strongest metal on Earth. It's not just a metal. They sew it into their clothes. It powers their city, their tech, their weapons.
Agent Everett Ross never considers Claw as telling the truth.
Because it sounds bananas. That's why he doesn't consider it.
All the evidence that Wakanda has allowed out depicts them as a poverty-stricken third world nation.
Yes.
That's how they want it.
Yes. Like they go out of the way to talk about it.
quick question. That's what I said to back this up. What do you expect Bilbo to believe? Honestly, what do they expect him to believe? Given what he's seen and what he's been told.
Also, the source of the information that, like, look at the source he's getting this information from.
Yeah, he's getting it from a weirdo criminal.
Yeah, who's afraid of the puckerfish? What is it?
Pufferfish.
No, not the pufferfish. It's the one with the light.
Oh.
It's like, wow.
The anglerfish.
Anglerfish, that's it, yeah. Sorry, that was an Age of Ultron reference.
Mm-hmm. Wakanda is a third world country, and you stole all their vibranium.
It isn't until Ross is in Wakanda that he believes in its wealth.
Because he can see it for himself. Yeah, why are you making this out to be like, see? Like, no shit. That's when he realizes that, oh, actually, that weirdo with the metal arm was telling that criminal.
Again, what does she expect? You know, it's Pixar. It didn't happen. You know, that's what most people are like. They need to see in order to believe. That's generally how it works.
Right, because how many people are you going to say they have flying vehicles? You know, that they levitate.
If I claim that Blood Diamond is historically accurate, I misspoke. I did not mean that. What I said was accurate. What I enjoyed was his accent. I talked about the accuracy of his accent that he had in the movie, but not any of the politics or anything like that in there. Wanda's birders are that of old. I did not know. Yeah. Oh,
which
borders.
Is,
borders.
Which is modern day Zambia.
Zambia.
Yeah, modern day Zambia. Yeah.
Though Wakanda is a fictional country, it celebrates African culture by drawing inspiration from real life.
Again, he talked about how like it's a continent with all these different. But what does he say?
Again, there is no such thing as African culture. There are African cultures.
Yes. Hutu,
in the plural.
Tutsi,
exactly.
Zulu.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So if she starts referring to culture in the singular, she's automatically wrong. So there you go.
Life customs. The costumes are heavily influenced by several African tribes. During the casino fight, Nakia and Okoye are the only two wearing the colors green and red. With T'Challa's black suit, the three make the Pan-African flag. The Dora Milaje.
The cue balls.
So the fuck what?
Milaje's ring necklaces are similar to the neckwear of the Ndibli. Once an Ndibli woman is married, she wears the customary jewelry to symbolize her faithfulness to her husband, similar to Dora Milaje's loyalty to the Wakandan throne.
So they're culturally appropriating these things and using them in a different context?
No, Mad. Cultural appropriation is only a bad thing when white people do it. You should know that by now.
Does she have a tattoo on her head? I think this is the first time I noticed it.
Probably.
Her head is tattooed. Do you see that?
By the way, I loved her line in Infinity War when she's like, why she been up here the whole time? When it's a great fucking line. She delivers it perfectly.
By the way, that's either a tattoo or her skull cap is slipping.
Yeah.
Wakanda.
Question.
The Dora Milaje are similar to the 17th century Dahomey Amazons. The all-female military regiment
The all-female. Does anybody else see all these men?
The whole row in the back, the two in the front, the one on the right.
The all-female, other than these men that are...
They're like really... the cheer squad for the Warriors, you know.
Did she really do this? What? Did she not? Okay, I get it. Probably somebody else wrote the script and then somebody else added, because like this is a big channel. You know what I mean? Right. They're gonna have somebody writing the script, another one doing
this is supposed to be about African cultures, right? Not Amazonian.
Well, she didn't say anything about Amazonian.
Didn't she say Amazonian, or did I mishear?
She said Amazonian.
Transitioning warriors.
Oh,
17th century Dahomey Amazons. The all-female military regiment served the kingdom of Dahomey in present-day Republic of Benin and were known for their ferocity. Number 2, characters.
Well, I mean, again, nobody looked at that picture.
The film continues to break character stereotypes, especially T'Challa's younger sister, Shuri.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yes, because it's the first time we've ever seen a...
female scientist.
a black female scientist like this like with technology, blah blah blah. Like the first time.
I mean, people are aware that. I mean, as crappy as she is, people are aware that Riri Williams exists, right?
Well, no, even in other movies though, like this is not.
Well, even in real life, Ben Carson,
Yes.
neuroscientist. I mean,
That's a man.
neurosurgeon.
That's a man, and he's a conservative. Does not count.
Okay.
Or what about I forgot what's the movie called?
Yeah, I was about to bring it up too. The NASA one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one. What's
I never watched it because it was all about women.
Hidden Figures. There you go. Hidden Figures. Sorry, that's the one. Hidden Figures.
Oh, I thought it was Hidden Fingers. I downloaded the wrong movie.
Yeah, absolutely. Like that's absolutely correct. Yeah, you're gonna want anyone that can fight to pick up a weapon fight. What our problem is that they're like, oh, look, it was this all female like battle, unit, and then his guys could stay in the picture. Like it's misleading. It gets flatly like it's hard for me to believe what you're saying when what you're showing us to back up what you're saying is disproving what you're saying.
And you could say there's a regiment of
or at the
women
very least,
within the war.
Hey, Justin.
If not misleading, if not misleading, it will certainly, prompt a few questions as to who
Right.
those men are.
Yeah.
So just so I caught up, I've just got back. What is the context of their saying? What did they say?
You're disproving racism with the movie now with characters.
Specifically
stereotypes. Yeah.
Yeah. Grant, they talked about this all woman like unit in
the elite guard. Yeah.
Yeah, and they showed a picture.
Soul Assassin's got a golden one in chat. Oh, that's gold.
All female unit, no fighting, just a bunch of chicks refusing to talk to each other.
That's gold. That's gold. Excellent.
And it's really
Well
it's
done.
really worse when it comes time to feed them because none of them want anything.
They're like, I don't care, wherever. Well, how about here? No, not that place.
I remember this old joke that oh God, Sam, what was it? You'll know this one, but
Yeah, you're sexist, Sam. What is the joke?
it was about this guy who the woman forgave him, but they're not allowed to drive down the street that for the woman that she hasn't forgiven yet.
First of all, Grant, fuck you. The second part of that is, yes, that's right. Guy cheated on his girlfriend, but the girlfriend in question forgave the guy, but instead refused to drive down the street of the other woman, so to speak. And I thought, yeah, that'd be about right.
Man, you guys are excellent joke tellers.
Well, no, it makes sense. He can't go down her path, so neither can she.
What happens when they start cycling? Well, fun fact. So yeah, they're all going to be in sync. So, by the way, I wonder if that's like, I don't know if they still exist, but like, you got to imagine if their tribe was like defeated, it was because another tribe was like, okay, this 1 week a month, this is the time that we're going to attack, because their entire force has the
so
full
they had a spy that was in there that
Right.
synced themselves up with them,
That's
and then
right.
went back and go, now's the time
Now's
that I
the
can't
time
join
to
the
do it."
battle.
Right?
Yeah.
Does anyone have chocolate?
You got to be careful. Some of them get angrier and tougher during that time.
True. Yeah, but then they're just like, oh, cramps. oh.
Kinetic energy and hold it in place for redistribution. In a world where Tony Stark exists, Shuri is debatably the smartest person on Earth. During
Yeah, they
Debatably.
stated that. They
Okay, yeah.
stated that. Smarter than Reed Richards, because apparently he doesn't exist. Smarter than Peter Parker. Like
Well, he's
they've
gonna
already
exist.
stated from the top. But like, if their educational system is that good, why not share it? That seems not very hero-like.
Well, because they're North Korea.
But is she
that's
smarter
true.
because she has the technology behind her, or like Tony actually created the
Well,
technology?
they're saying she.
They seem to
created it.
have the technology.
Well, yeah, she is developing these different, like the different
She's using the
outfits,
vibranium.
costumes, yeah, right. But are some of these advances that she has because of the vibranium? Because don't forget, in Age of Ultron, Ultron was like, dude, this is like the most, like, I don't know, I'm gonna paraphrase. This is the most like badass shit ever, and you used it for our fucking frisbee. You know what I mean? He made a fucking android robot thing out of it, right? So yeah, so her
vision,
right? Like so, her materials, like that she's working, like her building blocks for her technology is far more advanced than anything Tony Stark has ever had
but same
had access to.
Tony Stark to say someone like Peter Parker. He had more access to more things and more, so he was able to do more. It makes sense within it, but I just think it's a joke that she is at the age of 15.
Yeah.
And they don't do a really good job in this thing to show that, apart from the fact that she must be so smart that she uses a 4-year-old reference about what are those?
Right.
And she can't put it this way.
Sneakers.
She can't be that.
Sneakers.
Look, she can't be that smart. She can't be that smart if she's making sweeping generalizations about entire groups of people. Put it that way.
Oh no.
Well, no.
Smart.
Some of the
She's just young.
Right.
Some of
Aren't
the
they
dumbest
using
people you'll
her-
meet are the smartest people.
Right. Aren't they using
academically?
her as the new Black Panther?
No, I don't know. She got in trouble.
She's an anti-vaxxer because
she
got all of her vaccinations, but she didn't like people being forced to do it, so therefore she's an anti-vaxxer and hates babies.
So
that's a vax for you right there.
So vax. So that basically.
Oh, and don't forget
made
she's a
her-
racist and white supremacist and all that noise.
Well, yeah, the podcast
Well, but that was on
she
purpose.
Yeah, the podcast that she also defended Rosario Dawson, so she's a transphobe by proxy.
Transfer by proxy. Is that a Troxy?
No, I think that was a transformer.
Um,
During a tour of her lab, she gives the audience a peek of some of her inventions.
That's what I call them.
Shoes.
Sneakers.
Not all.
By the way, don't show us a clip of her. Like, you didn't come up with that shit, bitch.
She's a super genius. What did she make?
Right.
We'll give
so
an example. Shoes.
Presumably, sneakers have been around for decades at this point.
It's a little bit racist. She has all the tech in the world. What's the black chick gonna do? Oh, she's gonna make really expensive shoes. I mean, come on.
Jordans.
Well, yeah, that's a bit of a
Yeezys, like-
sexist
So I
stereotype.
can't help but wonder, who taught her everything she knew? She knows.
Oh, she did.
She's
She did.
self-taught. What are you talking about? Self-taught.
Yeah.
Like all this advanced technology didn't just come in the second
No,
she was born.
Bro,
She's
she was in.
Mozart.
She was
She's the
in
Mozart
like.
of Wakanda, you know.
She was in the little crib, not the crib, but like the little playpen thing. They put vibranium in there. They came back and she built all this shit.
Like
She built the whole
for
lab.
instance, like the shielding and the what do you call it, holographics around Wakanda's capital, that would have had to have been there well
yeah.
before she was born.
existed
else
for
people would have
generations.
discovered-
But
yeah, it's
she's taken it to a whole new level.
Yeah, dude, she's making shoes now. That's how
Yeah.
far technology's come.
And since she's 15, it's technically child labor.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know the
yeah,
Wakanda laws.
depending on their
Yes, if
Well,
she's
Well, we
not
don't
getting-
know
if
the
she's not getting
Chinese
paid
laws
for it.
either, but we still call it child labor.
I don't. I just call it good business sense. All right.
Inventors are old white guys, but can be young women of color. Much like the women in Hidden Figures, Shuri is a much-needed role model for girls who aspire to have careers in STEM. Shuri, the Dora Milaje, and T'Challa are old characters
Hidden
that broke.
Figures was based on women who studied it their entire life and still wasn't taken serious. Like that's based on real women, not some 15-year-old that's good at magic rocks.
True.
So I mean, to say that it's like that, the only comparison that they have is the fact that they're black and they're women. Apart from that, there is literally no relevance to linking those two things together.
STEM though.
and also no role models. I mean, did oh god, what's her name? Back of the bus. What's her name?
Well, she wasn't a scientist.
Rosa Parks.
Yeah, dude, probably don't tell her to get to the back of the bus.
Does she not exist?
No,
Suddenly?
she's not a scientist. She was a busologist.
But what?
Yeah, but of course. By the way, assuming these women have no role models is a bit of a leap because role models do exist. It's just that they don't share your friggin' skin color. That's all.
They may not. Like, that's not even like, you know what I mean?
All I've
Like,
got to say is her mother must have been really terrible if she didn't even have a good enough role model. I mean, she was a queen and everything. Maybe she was the one that did it because T'Chunka wasn't known as a scientist or anything. He was a warrior. So who knows?
But
I don't understand. I honestly don't understand this thinking that for some reason activists seem to think that people can't relate to each other because they don't share particular genitals
don't
or
you
skin
know,
color or whatever.
Black people are forbidden categorically to look up to white people. They're forbidden
Well,
from doing
yeah,
that.
according
They have to
according
have
to
their own
activists,
role models.
yeah.
They have to be separate. Everything has to be segregated.
Otherwise, they're a part of that
Including
that
role
science thing. What
models.
is it called? Uncle Tomologist or something? I think they're called.
Something
Oh,
like
who
that.
knows?
Awesome one. Is that verified? I've never seen her before. Like, is she white? Because that's perfect.
At risk of
Stereotypes
sounding like a
because they grew up
racialist,
in a
she,
country
quote-unquote,
where their
sounds
culture is
white.
celebrated. But what about Eric Killmonger, who was raised in an environment where people of color still face discrimination?
Killmonger is a raging fucking racist.
He's psychotic. He is a psychopath.
I don't think.
Oh, and by the way, I
want
want to quickly add. I want to quickly add that just because you've experienced horrible shit in your life, that doesn't therefore justify that you get to treat people like shit, which is exactly what this character is.
But it's not here. It's across Disney though. They constantly are giving villains like excuses instead of reasons.
A sob story
It's
that
not
they
like
can then use.
Yeah, I saw my father
Matt
killed,
said
so
it
therefore I've
perfectly,
got PTSD. It's like I saw my father killed, therefore now I'm a champion against this because this meant more than just the death of my father. This was systemic. Now it was more like I don't even think Killmonger is a racist. He wants everyone to have access to the stuff.
No, I'm pretty sure he said he wanted to kill all white people, including the children. Like he made a point to say even the kids. But real quick though,
he said everyone. I don't think it was just white people, was it? Or did I miss that?
Maybe I don't know. I had to look it up. It may have been all Americans,
George said he needs to get going.
Oh, all right, George.
All right. Thank you, my friends, for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, see you, George.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
So
Bye,
a great example of the excuses and not reasons would be Wanda. What did they say? Like, so you had the feels, and that's why she captured. Like, they killed Vision twice. So if obviously she had her her reasons for not kidnapping, but holding a town hostage and torturing them psychologically.
Yeah, they were ungrateful, so therefore it's justified.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. That
you have no idea what you gave up.
Mad, you've said it perfectly. There's a difference between a reason,
right,
and an excuse.
That's right.
Or a justification. There's a
that is the same thing with Cruella de Vil. Like,
exactly.
Her mom was killed by a Dalmatian.
Lots of things, lots of horrible shit can be reasoned away. They don't have to be good reasons. They're just reasons.
Cruella would have been so much better had they played the villain angle straight.
It probably would have been.
I didn't know if she was even gay.
No. When they play the thing straight, as in, there's a moment.
Nick. Don't.
Did the joke?
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it went right over your head. Well done.
Whatever. Anyway, there's a bit where she actually was it quote unquote dog naps. The evil bitches dogs.
Right.
And I think it would have been absolutely marvelous had someone asked her, oh, where did the 3 dogs go? And she just goes, don't worry about it. And there she is wearing like a Dalmatian print thing. And just leave it at that. And everyone can go, oh, shit.
Yeah. No, she never should have been about redemption. She was an evil person. But retroactively.
Darius has got it right, Nick. Don't take the bait.
Killmonger's storyline shows how the mistreatment of blacks in America often lead to violence, and in Killmonger.
In Africa.
That's such horseshit. That is such a horseshit excuse. Just because somebody treats you like shit does not give you the moral license to treat people like shit in turn.
Yeah.
You piece of fucking shit.
Especially when you have so many examples of people who were exposed to this same type of treatment or whatever, like they're claiming, right? That went a different way and made positive changes in their lives. And
if you're a decent writer, you realize that villainy, right? Generally good villains, if you're writing them well, right? Villains are often presented with the choice to go down multiple roads, and they choose to continue down their evil path.
Right.
This is exactly what I don't even know whether Killmonger was given the choice, but Killmonger, given that there are good examples out there of people who have indeed experienced prejudice and racism and thus know how important it is to treat people decently, I don't think this prick has any excuse.
Well, sorry, go. Oh, I was going to say like my buddy Chris, he ran a human trafficking task force for Las Vegas PD, right? Actually, Grant has read his book. He has a series of books, Off the Street, where he talks about all. But like, so when he was a kid, though, like he witnessed like his friends. I believe it was his friend's mom getting her ass beat by a pimp, and that really affected him for, you know, what he did in his life as a career or whatever, right? Like, so he's exposed to that. Now, this logic here, though, like in everything he went through as a kid, like you would think that he would have been the pimp and not the head of a task force trying to stop human trafficking. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've got the same thing in my family. I had a cousin who was molested, and her older brother became a SWAT team member and head of, you know, the sexual assault, you know, division. I mean, they choose to make a difference, not choose to be a part of the problem.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right.
I'll get that link and I'll drop it in the chat. It's off the streets.
A better arc for Killmonger, rather than going down the villainous route. Like if they really wanted to portray this person as a hero, he would have at least gotten into Wakanda, did the trial by combat, and actually went, look, we can do some wonderful things with all the technology we have here. Let's open up our borders, or rather, you know, let's not be an ethno state.
That's the problem. That would require
all the surrounding nations. You know,
Nick, that would require
heroic.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That would have required Killmonger to be a decent person, which he is not.
So I don't think.
Yeah. So you didn't get any of that, did you? Because apparently I had mute on the other button on my microphone. So yeah, either Sam or Nick just said something which I said like 2 minutes ago, and I'm like, dude, I just said that, and no one's responding. I went, oh, wait a minute, let me have a look. So great minds think alike.
Well, in that case, I give you all credit. There you go.
So yeah, there is definitely a difference between reasons and excuses for when we're talking about villains, right? You like Magneto had reasons that he became who he was, right? But that doesn't excuse his behavior. Disney is excusing their behaviors by depicting them as being victims.
They're saying it's okay because they're victims. Any actions that they do are retroactive to the initial problem.
They're trying to justify their actions.
This is why I fucking hate content.
If not justified, at least even it out. That's what they're trying to even it out. Something bad happened to you. I'm doing something bad to someone else. I'm not bad. Then the thing that didn't happen to me, we're now even. So I can be a hero in the spin-off.
Yeah, basically, that is a child's conception of justice, essentially.
What are
and it's entirely selfish as well. It's all revenge motivated. They're not doing it to help other people. They're doing it to assuage their own desires.
Well, it's almost like it can justify it in somebody else's mind.
Thanks, Soul Assassin. Yeah, for dropping that. All right, let's get back to this because this is interesting.
Killmonger's case, a yearning for vengeance. When we meet Killmonger, he is visiting a museum and is followed closely by security guards.
How do you know?
They were standing there as he walked up.
I call bullshit on this.
Yeah, I think okay, here's the thing. I think what she's saying is 100% correct because that's how they framed it, but it's just a dumb argument.
Right. Yeah.
They put them there so then they can say, oh, well, they were there just to harass him.
But we don't know if like that's normally their spot though.
But that's what I'm saying. They put them there just to say that in the story. I think it's a dumb argument for it.
No, Darius has got it. He said maybe the guards were already there.
That's what I'm saying.
In his first scene, Killmonger becomes relatable.
Wait, hold on. I think some of those shots were after shit started happening. Yeah, like you're gonna like see he's surrounded by guards when they're trying to grab him and get him out of there.
Dude, there was 870 guards in those 300 shots. Did you see that?
It's going to be a weird question, but I can't seem to remember. Was he making, at the time when all the guards started circling around, or just before, was he making vaguely sort of threatening or cryptic remarks about stealing shit?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was commenting on colonialism and how white people stole shit.
No, he was just talking black, and that's why they had a problem with it.
First scene,
I don't know. It's been a
Killmonger
while
becomes
since I've seen the film.
Yeah.
relatable. Racism is a challenge to depict
Wait.
because not
Because she's
scene,
having an honest
Killmonger becomes
conversation with him?
relatable. Racism.
Hang on.
Yeah, it's like, where's the racism? She's indulging his
No,
curiosity.
Nick, that's the thing. Nick, that's the thing. In order for there to be racism, you have to attribute an ulterior motive to this entire
Yeah, I know, but
scene.
this whoever's doing the narrating, they're equating talking to someone with being racist.
Well,
And
look,
also,
you
this
do,
is-
you
this
do.
might be
Look,
a minor gripe.
unfortunately, you do get some people. Unfortunately, you do get some people whose definition of racism is white person do literally anything to black person.
Power plus race. Right? Isn't that their
pow-
thing?
No, yeah, no,
Not
it's,
even just that.
It's power plus
white
plus
person does
privilege
anything
equals
to black
yeah.
person.
Power
Exactly.
plus privilege.
Yeah, power plus
privilege is-
prejudice. Yeah.
That's. Oh yeah.
Discard,
Okay. That's
Discard isn't even looking at him.
no.
That's
No,
how
no.
racist he is. He won't
This is-
even look at him.
Yeah.
This is the problem I have with that prejudice plus power argument, right?
Oh, it's
like, okay,
horseshit.
For a start, you don't need
not enough
power.
peas in it.
Exactly. You don't need power, right? You don't need power of any sort to be a cunt. So, in my opinion, it's like, okay, so you don't have any power, but you can still be prejudiced, and that
Well-
makes you a better person. Why?
What do you call it, Sam? A distinction without difference.
A distinction without difference. As far as I'm concerned, if you're prejudiced towards someone in a negative way, you're a piece of shit.
Well, so what I would love for them to answer is that all right. So since white people in America have the power, therefore they can be racist, but since black people don't have the systematic power.
Look,
But hold on,
Matt,
hold
I
on,
would
hold on.
say- Yeah, go on.
Sam.
Hold on. Let me ask my question, right? So that's the whole power structure, right? And that's straight out of fucking Marxism. But if I'm on a plane next to a Chinese man and we're flying to China, right? When does that dynamic shift to where now they have the power and I can no longer be racist against him because I don't have the power? Because if
that
I'm
is
in China,
precisely the
he
point.
has the power. I don't.
That is precisely the point. And not to forget that what these people don't understand, what these activists don't understand, if they bothered to pay attention in their sociology class, which they don't, they would know that power, such as it is, operates on many different levels of society. It operates between individuals. It operates at institutional levels. It operates on all levels of society.
Right.
So when they say power, they need to be more specific. Now, if they're talking about institutional power, now I would argue, sorry, I've had this discussion quite a lot. Right now, if they're referring to institutional or systemic power, now I would argue that we are all existing in a institution or a system of some kind. Now, take, for example, all of this crap that's going around in like all of our favorite IPs right now. I would argue that the media is an institution. I would argue that the media is a system. I would argue all of this crap is a system of one kind or another.
Academia is a system.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly. Academia is a system, for example. So if you see a lot of anti-white crap going on in academia or the mainstream media, could that not be counted as an exercise in systemic or institutional power?
Absolutely not.
I would argue yes. It is.
But
So,
they argue
yes, you
no
can be
because
racist.
it's white people. And whiteness, by the way, when they say whiteness, they don't mean just the color of your skin. They're talking about like a way of being, right? Like it exists outside of.
I do want to apologize to everybody because this has kind of been boiling up for quite some time because my latest assessment has actually been an editing piece, and the article in question is about feminism, and it does mention whiteness and all of that shit. So
Yeah.
I do want to apologize because as much as I really want to dive in there and contradict the shit that I've been given as an assignment, I can't do that. All I have to do is check grammar,
shit.
punctuation, and spelling and do all of that noise.
That's funny.
So I can't actually go in there and you say, this is wrong, citation here, blah, blah, blah. I actually have to just give what I've been told and submit it. As a matter of fact, due in a
that
couple of
seems
days.
kind of
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Also, this might be a small gripe, but I don't like it
Anyway.
when if they're going to add a graphic on screen and you've got a clear bounding box. Don't let
Oh,
shit
yeah,
go over
right.
the bounding box. For whatever reason, that really annoys me.
It depends on the
Takes me out of
context.
fact of
Yeah.
like this. I don't like this, but I saw it earlier
Yeah.
when it did. There was all of them, but one that popped out. I went, "Oh, I don't like that."
Well, they have to make sure you know it's not part of the actual film.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but it takes me out of it. It takes me out of it.
Real quick. So what I was saying was like with like academia, right? Like it is a system with the whole with the whole power thing, right? But in the whole whiteness, it doesn't mean the color of your skin, right? Even if you're like, okay, but look, if all the people that are in head of whatever system we're talking about, you know, if they're all diverse and minority, it doesn't matter, because that power, the systematic power that's at the root of the country in 1619, see, they will always backtrack and backtrack and back. Absolutely.
Well, that will keep moving the goalpost.
That's right.
And that's the problem. If you're talking about positions of institutional power, well, there are black people in the Senate, there are black people in Parliament, there are black people all over the place in various positions of power, you know, teaching, academia, lecturers, all of that kind of stuff. But that's when they move the goalposts. Police officers, etc. And that's when they move the goalposts and say, oh, well, you know, they're not the quote unquote dominant culture or some such nonsense.
Well,
but anyway.
You can look at Baltimore. Baltimore's a great example. Like maybe probably still to today, I feel pretty safe in saying that everyone, the mayor, chief of police, city council, like are all minorities all across the board, right? But yet somehow there's still systematic racism that they have to face with, even though systematically.
That's when they move the goalpost and start thinking in terms of collectives. They're looking in terms of group identity, not in terms of individual position or God knows what else.
Well, I don't know if you know this, Sam, but in this film, they're actually black leaders of a country.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to this. We
we
went way off, kind of.
Yeah, really fapping it.
In his first scene, Killmonger becomes relatable. Racism is a
he became relatable. This is a little random
challenge to depict, because not all minorities face the same kind of discrimination, but being followed. Why?
Wait, not all minorities face the same discrimination, but they all face discrimination. That was the point of what she said.
She says being followed, right? And I'm going, well, trust me, if you start whispering creepy shit in my ear, I'm going to be watching you
hard.
Like a hawk.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah. Sorry.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Not hard. Sorry. Yes.
Not all minorities face the same kind of discrimination, but being followed, watched, and misjudged is something all people of color can relate to.
Hang on. Flag on the play. Is it really a misjudgment, though, in this particular scene?
All people of color.
No, seriously.
Yeah, all people of color, really?
Yeah, all people of color.
No, it's not a misjudgment because a minute later he does steal everything. So or steal what he wants. So
I mean, if you're trying to perpetuate some kind of message, having him literally break into the museum and steal shit probably doesn't have the effect you might want.
Does he kill her? I don't remember.
I don't think he kills anyone. Does he?
Yeah, he kills everyone.
I thought he like knocked them out with like.
I think she poisons her.
Oh, you may be right.
So does that make him like homophobic?
I didn't know she was gay.
I took a stab at the haircut and went from there.
You got all this security in here watching me ever since I walked in, but you ain't checking for what you put in your body.
Direct.
By the way, yeah,
because you're a creepy motherfucker. That's why
they're justified in it. Yeah,
you were racist with your guards, so I poisoned you.
See, I had to steal it because y'all were looking at me like I was a thief, so might as well be a thief.
And look, if we're going to argue,
the message I'm getting is don't be racist or we kill.
Wait, is her name Thomas? That's what
no, that may be her last name. Wink is not be able to see the first name on the front because you know how like
that's the thing. If we're arguing consequentialism here, where the outcome is more important than the intent, I would argue that all of this crap is justified.
Well, I mean,
let's take it back to the real world just for a second too. If this is a traveling exhibit and it's worth millions of dollars, yeah, they're going to have security on hand watching at all times. I mean, there was some chat going on earlier about it. This isn't like the Mona Lisa. This is, a whole bunch of wooden masks. But if the museum's on the hook for a few $1 million or multi-millions of dollars, yeah, they're going to have security there because they're on the hook for it.
Do they know the value of what it is, or they just like it purely because it's an ancient artifact?
There's usually some value attached to ancient artifacts.
Actually, Darius Munchausen's got it perfect. He says, "Yeah, I committed the crime, but it's messed up that you thought I would." Yeah, that's about right.
You minority reported me and were right.
Exactly.
Next speakeasy, we'll have a whole discussion on deontology versus consequentialism. Sounds fun.
You just looked those words up?
No. Actually, I actually do have a lot. So I used to run this group. It was called Thinkers or Drinkers. So I have a lot of notes on topics like that. I was like, oh yeah. Like you can't see it on my phone, but like I have that one.
He's also an ordained dudeologist as well.
Determinism versus free will was another topic that we had. Identity and just on and on and on.
Makes a fascinating discussion.
Yeah. Time for Violence was another one I did.
I think
free will is always an interesting discussion.
Anyway, what determinism versus free will? Yeah.
I'm all happy for you to have free will as long as I can control it.
Okay,
fair.
Yes, as long as
Could
your
have
free
used the
will
scene to make a
aligns with
statement about
my wants.
Who's the guy they brought in on the right?
Where?
The guy that they bring in on the right. That's the graphic.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see it.
Director Ryan Coogler could have used the scene to make a statement about racial profiling, but instead had Killmonger take advantage of their bigotry to carry out his heist. Throughout
no. He did not take advantage of their bigotry. He proved them right.
He reinforced it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With their lives.
Now they're probably going to hire more
they
fucking
didn't.
guards and keep an eye on more black people walking in out off the street.
Yeah. Well, that would be wrong though. Like there's criminal profiling and then there's like racist profiling. Criminal profiling is entirely different.
Yeah, so obviously you'd only target someone that had a white guy with them that looked like a junkie and someone that had a bad haircut.
Exactly.
But again, it goes back to none of the guards actually came in and were following him. They seemed to be standing there, and then he's the only person in the exhibit that they show. And she walks down and is like, "Hey, what's going on?"
It felt like he was even getting like a special like
I thought
tour
he was getting
of
a tour.
the museum.
I thought he was getting a tour. I thought he was some sort of bigwig or something or other, and he was getting
it. And if that,
it's a difference between being told and being shown. What they showed was very different to what they told us.
And by the way, and if that exhibit or whatever was like one of those ones, like they're it's only there for a certain time and it's like very valuable. Like usually the security would be there specifically for that exhibit.
Particularly when you're dealing with, for example, I went to see an exhibit in Perth once,
and he pimped my ride.
It was it was an ancient Egypt exhibit, and some of the stuff there is over 3,000 years old. Now, you're going to get some security around that shit. You touch that stuff, it's going to collapse into dust.
Yeah.
Well, it could be worse. They could be breaking something new. So.
Oh, that's a good point.
Film, we learn more about Killmonger's upbringing. When we unknowingly meet his father, Prince N'Jabu, he's surrounded by weapons. The Prince of Wakanda turning into a criminal shows how American minorities often turn to violence to survive.
What?
Also, that actor always gets a bad rap in everything that he's in. He's always treated like shit.
And
correctly,
just to call back this, and just to call back to that for a second, this was supposed to be an argument about subverting stereotypes, right?
Yeah, but by the way, bro, like basically what just happened was like this prince of this peaceful nation, Wakanda, ever heard of it? Gets into America and immediately becomes a criminal because of America.
Yeah, he's a prince, and he resorted to, smuggling vibranium out of the country in order to...
It was like wanting to start like a revolution.
Money? I don't know.
It's essentially the same story as Coming to America.
Yeah, exactly,
The guy,
right?
the guy committed credit card fraud, never paid that
Beat
back.
me to it.
So,
But no, for real though, like one, what if he went to violence or whatever because Wakanda was capturing tribes, like it is in their, it's systematic over there. Their country was forged on colonialism and was
Darius
forged
pointed out-
through.
There you go. Njobu had weapons to protect himself from Wakandans who later killed him. There you go. There's context.
yeah, dude. But if he didn't have those weapons, then they wouldn't have killed him, even though they were there to do that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a little bit of thing there regarding smuggling vibranium out of the country.
But okay, let's take
he
Wakanda
started
out of
as
this.
a criminal.
Let's take Wakanda out for a second,
Yeah, let's
right?
take Wakanda out of the Black Panther movie.
No, hold on. I'm saying let's take Wakanda out of it, right? And because like the point was that had to use all the guns were around to protect himself, from violence or whatever. Like, where do you think that violence comes from? Like, who do you think is? Do you think that they are protecting themselves against law enforcement with these guns, or do you think that they're protecting them from other people within their same area that they live in? Their own.
I think there's a lot of denial going on.
The references they're trying to make with the clips that they've selected seem to say it's not the law enforcement that's the issue.
No.
Killmonger grew
That's the
up
thing. I
in a
mean,
rough-
is there any evidence of a law enforcement issue in this particular movie?
No, they're just about to say it.
Well,
He
there you
grew
go.
up in a rough neighborhood.
Yeah.
The Prince of Wakanda turning into
when someone says they grew up in a rough neighborhood, you usually don't equate to that to a heavy police presence.
That's what me and Matt are saying.
Yeah.
I think they've got all these guns. It's not to protect them from the police. It's
No.
to protect them from the rough neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
look, if
what
they wanted to show that they were protecting themselves against the police, they would have shown some
But-
police.
By the way, what you also find in these communities is that they actually encourage, they want more of a police presence.
Mm-hmm.
Why defund the police hasn't taken hold.
Yeah,
all
I
that
mean,
well.
I've heard that argument too, where the great majority of people living in those neighborhoods go, "No, we want more police."
It's not an argument, it's
more-
just a
more police,
statistical
better
fact.
training.
Look,
Yeah,
look,
exactly.
the people are arguing for defund the police. They're all bloody Marxists, and they're all living in gated communities. So what do you expect?
Yeah, they're not anti-protection. They just don't want the police to do it. They're happy for their private protection.
Well, no, they're not even anti-police though. They're all on board for when police are protecting their interests or going against people that disagree with them.
I mean,
It's-
that's the funny thing.
that makes sense,
There was
yeah.
this what do you call it? Audio that was leaked at some point of one of the ladies who was talking about defund the police and everything, and she actually openly admitted they needed to change tack, and essentially admitted that when we say defund the police, we mean XYZ.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
when
yeah.
everyone else hears defund the police, they
See, look,
hear ABC.
That's the problem, Nick. That's the problem with activists. They don't say what they mean.
But that's not true
That's
though.
the problem.
No,
I
because
think
there
they
was
said what
plenty
they
of
meant the
people,
first
about defund the police. Like one of them, somebody from the squad or whatever, was like, "No, we mean defund the police. We mean shut down all the prisons. Like we mean this specifically. We mean yes, we do mean what we're saying." And then you had more of the centrist Democrats, which is a stretch anyways, but they were like, well, what we mean is like, should we spend this much money? Like, why don't we use this money in a different way here? Blah, blah. Like,
Look, I'll
but they're
rephrase what I said. I'll rephrase what I said. The dishonest activists won't
Right.
say what they mean.
Right.
Yep. Go
Yeah,
on.
most of the time, the activists are saying exactly what they mean. Then there's people who are trying to provide cover for them.
well, not provide cover because they are beholden to the fringe far left,
Well, look, see, look, if
of
these-
their party
if
that
these
they
certain
have
people-
they have to justify it to the main. You know what I
See, the
mean?
problem
To try to
is-
get the
problem is
moderates in.
They resort to Martin Bailey tactics because if they actually said what they meant, nobody would support it. So what they have to do is they have to retreat behind a more palatable explanation or choice of words to get people to follow along. but you know they don't.
Yeah, because nobody in their right mind goes along with the original plan.
Well, exactly. It's Mott and Bailey tactics.
Yeah.
By the way, I 100% disagree with this. So the military equipment, right, is actually very necessary. It wasn't a thing until man, I forgot what year. It was in California. It was this bank robbery or what? Not the one that they always show on TV with the guy's armor. It was a different one. But they had they didn't have anything capable of taking these guys down. They actually had to go to gun stores, dude, we need better, rifles or whatever to take them down, right?
Was it the guys that had the balaclavas that were bulletproof?
May not be those there was the guys that were on footage. I don't know if this was what was captured.
The guy was killed. They were killed, but they were actually walking down the street when it happened.
Yeah, this may be a little bit different because there was a car chase as well that was happening. But that really kind of started. Also, look at the dude. What's his name? UT, University of Texas, the Marine,
the Bell shooter.
Yeah. Forgot his name. But the cops didn't have anything to counter that and had to borrow rifles and stuff. They got the rifle from the dean of the university. Right. Yeah. Also, you got to realize that whenever you're in whenever you're having to fire your arm, your sidearm is not your primary. It is only to get you to something bigger and better. The benefits of having access to it wasn't the LA heist. It was before that really started this whole thing. But the benefits of having a AR-15, right, is that it's more accurate, which means that you're not having to lay down rounds, which actually could injure or kill bystanders,
right?
Because of how far more proficient it is as a firearm versus your Glock.
Sorry. So did you say Martin Bailey? Someone's asking in the chat.
Okay, I'll type it out. It's Mott and Bailey.
Well, and was Darius saying?
Sorry, I didn't know if you talked about Martin
Bryant, or was Darius saying that's what they backed off to?
Oh, I don't know. I was just responding to it.
Yeah, I'm just curious if they'll answer in the chat.
Also, look at Rittenhouse, right? The nights leading up to that, the military equipment was very necessary to be out there, so you don't get
It was super necessary.
Yeah. Anyway,
shows how American minorities often turn to violence to survive. Killmonger grew up in a rough neighborhood, and knowing this fleshes out his character. When T'Challa and Killmonger were crowned,
that doesn't make a character. What do you mean it fleshes out the characters? By the way, I do agree with the idea that people have to turn to violence to survive in certain environments or whatever. I do agree with that point.
Maybe not even necessarily violence, but outside of the law activities.
Right. But I don't know. That doesn't make a character, though.
No, that's actually just that is the stereotype being fulfilled.
Well,
making a character would have some development, not just having him do what everybody else that they're talking about. I mean, they're basically saying he did what everybody does.
Exactly.
Kings, they each drank the heart-shaped herb and entered a spirit plane. These scenes have several parallels. Both relive their father's death and take their rings before communing with them. But that's where the similarities end. T'Challa meets T'Chaka in an open field of a rich millennial-old kingdom filled with ancestral Black Panthers. Killmonger meets his father.
Not millennial, millennia. Millennial is a generation. They're millennia old, thousands of years old.
Yeah, bitch.
In their old apartment in Oakland, California. The difference between these settings reflect each character's upbringing. T'Challa grew up with legends of King's past. Killmonger grew up in a ghetto detached from his heritage. Going back to his own home and appearing as a child demonstrates how his life was destroyed by his father's death. Upon seeing his father, T'Challa begins to cry, but N'Jobu says to Eric,
"No tears for me?"
Everybody dies. It's just
Yeah.
life around here.
No, bitch. That's life around everywhere. Everyone dies.
growing up in different countries has caused T'Challa and Killmonger to have different views on death.
I think that was showing the detachment from the violence, though. He doesn't care because everybody dies.
But
everybody dies, but in his case, I think they were trying to say
it's not that they grew up in different countries, which is why they have different viewpoints on death. It is the it is I hate saying it. It is the culture in which they grew up in that has affected their view on life, not the country.
Desensitization.
Well said.
Whatever. Desensitization. There.
Yeah, he's been
I almost got it
desensitized.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T'Challa, his father's death is a devastating moment that motivates him to create a better future. Eric, after killing so many people, gives himself the name Killmonger, no longer fearing death but becoming death. He used
What?
I don't know.
Yeah, he essentially became a psycho.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there's definitely more crime when there's fewer police for sure. I'm all for it, like more police.
motivates him to create a better future. Eric, after killing so many people, gives himself the name Killmonger, no longer fearing death but becoming death.
By the way, if he really gave himself that name, what a douche. You can't give yourself your own nickname.
Well, you know the thing with psychopaths is they tend to have delusions of grandeur, so maybe that's where it came from.
That okay, it may be that one, but I'm almost certain that there's another shootout that ended up like that may have went from like revolvers. Like I think they still had like that may have been the chains, but I think there is one that predates the LA heist that may have affected it as well. I'll have to look at it when I'm done here.
He uses his father's murder to fuel his global revenge. He plans to arm minorities to fight repressive institutions.
Hold up. No, he wants to arm his war dogs.
But to fight oppressive.
To fuel his global revenge. He plans to arm minorities to fight repressive institutions.
Hey, guess what weapons don't do? They don't fight oppressive systematic institution. Like you don't fight an institution with a gun. That's not you know what I mean? What are you talking about?
We're going to send vibranium weapons out to our war dogs. They'll arm oppressed people all over the world so they can finally rise up and kill those in power.
To the oppressed, this
look, that's been done before, and it's never worked out that well.
No. Well, maybe in France. France. Didn't they have one? I don't know. Fuck France.
Yeah, in the 18th century, but even then that still didn't end well, not even for the people concerned. I mean, one of the instigators of that particular occasion, he ended up with his head on the
There
block.
also was this one time, 1775-ish, 1776.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of worked out well, I think, in the long run.
Where?
1776?
America.
Just here.
Did it really work out? I don't know.
I feel like it did, yeah. I don't know how much my taxes on tea is now, but I feel like we made a dent. But yes, I do believe that it does work out. Oh, maybe. That may be the one, yeah. I'd have to go back and look. It's been so long.
At first, but executing this scheme makes Killmonger into what he hates most, a colonizer.
Brahma, did you guys hear that? We were around that for you. Because it blew mine.
To the oppressed, this plan sounds appealing. At first, but executing this scheme makes Killmonger into what he hates most, a colonizer.
You want to see us become just like the people you hate so much.
Killmonger's last line was a heart-piercing
What was I
moment.
supposed to hear?
I don't know, man. Just like
It sounded like this bitch finally learned a lesson. That actually he'd actually become the thing he hates the most. And there's only two words I've got for that. Nada.
I don't think that's her learning it. I think that's what the movie told her specifically. Like they had to Here, hold on.
Bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships.
By the way, I don't think your ancestors did.
Hang on.
jump in the
He's
ships.
Wakandan, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
Wakandan.
so-
His ancestors
so-
never jumped from ships. Unless
hang
he's
on,
talking about his
who's-
mother.
But
Who's he talking about? His mother's side or not?
okay, even though if his ancestors jumped from the ship and killed themselves, they wouldn't have had offspring for him to come from,
Exactly.
unless he maybe a cousin did it once.
Because they knew death was better than bondage.
Because
doesn't
though he
make
was the
sense.
villain, you understand the truth behind his words. His death was a symbol of freedom. In one sentence, Killmonger proved how a modern-day African-American man can still relate to his enslaved ancestors. And
Can
It
they?
sounded like to me that Killmonger was basically saying to Black Americans categorically, "You should kill yourselves now." He's not a good person.
Though his
you'd be
plan
better
failed-
off dead.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
Also,
And also,
I-
that's,
the
that's
message is
assuming
all
that-
over the place.
That's also assuming that every Black American is descended from a slave, which is not true. So
True. Also, real quick, like I didn't mean like I don't want to see like patrol cars with 50 cal on top with with the gunners. When we say military equipment, it's not always weaponry, right?
Right.
A lot of breaching tools and a lot of even medical stuff like the Israeli bandage, right? That's a military thing that was the Israeli military made. That's
Even
really
the
cool.
Flashbang.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, we're just having a separate conversation
Yeah.
in chat while I'm also doing this. So I'm But are they trying to say that the Wakandans were selling some of their brethren into certain ships too?
I mean, that
Or-
would be the no, because he has his mom's side.
unless
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
trying to imply that, I don't know, are we talking about his mum's side or his dad's side? Because
It would have
as
to
I
be the mom's side,
understand
right?
Yeah, it would have to be his mom's side because given his dad's side, I mean, well, he's from Wakanda, so that's an isolationist ethno-state, and as
Mhm.
I understand it, presumably white colonizers never made it that far.
They would have been killed if they
Um,
did. They would have been
technologically overwhelmed.
Yes.
Mm,
But
exactly.
also, by the way, they almost have the same problem that the Eternals have. They never, like, all this bad shit has been happening. They never decided to step in, right? So as Wakanda is like, yeah, at least it's not happening to us, as like, you know what I mean? As their own people were
I mean,
being
doesn't,
sold
doesn't, I
by
mean,
their own people.
I might be misspeaking, but isn't that one of Killmonger's points to say that he wants? Shut up. Anyway, isn't that kind of one of Killmonger's points that why doesn't Wakanda help everyone else? That they're surrounded by oppressed peoples and so on, and that's kind of his point. I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering.
Shuri's,
Yeah.
Was it Shuri calling what's his name, Bilbo, a colonizer? Is like he may
It's
be
a
a
bit rich.
colonizer, but you let it happen.
There's a difference just because police departments may have military equipment doesn't like a police state is the way that laws are being enacted or enforced and the policies that are in place that makes it a police state, not the equipment that they have access to. Just because you have access to military equipment doesn't mean that you're going to run around and always use it, but it can be necessary to have it in case you do need it. It's better to keep up. I mean, it's easier to keep up than it is to catch up, right? We always see this, even with the military. Every time Democrats get in the White House, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna scale down the military," and then something happens, a conflict. And we're like, "Oh, we're gonna need to boost that. We're gonna hurry and get everybody in. I don't care if you have felonies, come join," right? Because they lose that side of being prepared rather than having to like scramble to get everything ready.
As they say, it's the Republicans that build the weapons that the Democrats use.
No, that's good.
I just find it slightly rich that Shuri goes around calling people colonizer when it's like, well, if you want to argue, little Jiminy Cricket on her shoulders having a friggin' heart attack, because if we're talking about, collective guilt or innocence here, she's got a lot to Wakanda's got a lot to answer for in terms of its, shall we say, social conscience.
Oh, absolutely.
Either they ignored their brothers that are around in their other countries, or they overtook them.
Exactly.
Well, they started by overtaking them.
Yeah.
So in short, Shuri's full of shit.
Completed when T'Challa finally ended
or
Wakanda's
rather,
isolation.
whoever wrote that line is.
Yeah, that too.
Ancestors, and though his plan failed, his mission was completed when T'Challa finally ended Wakanda's isolation.
Wait, whose mission was completed? Did Sika say Killmonger's mission was completed?
Yeah, because all
his mission was to murder.
Yes, his mission was to incite a violent and bloody revolution,
killing children as well. He specifically made sure to say that he even means killing the kids.
I bought this building. This will be the first Wakanda International Outreach Center.
Number 3.
By the way,
here's the tip. And the other thing that I find really sort of on the nose is that he decides to establish this Wakandan Outreach Center in the U.S. of all places.
A first world country.
Yeah.
By the way, world country.
He literally could go in any direction from Wakanda and hit a place that could really use their support.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
It won't even have to cross a body of water to get there.
Nope.
Don't even have to fly. In fact, a brisk walk, he could be there in a day.
Exactly.
Now,
and yet he chooses America of all places.
Said, this will be one of our first.
Yeah.
One of our first.
Yeah,
maybe.
one of our first, suggesting that there are others being built elsewhere. You know.
But that would require a clever use of dialogue, Nick.
You're literally sidestepping all the other third world poverty-stricken nations around you. It's like
they literally like stepping over, like, oh, excuse me, there are black people. We got to get to America.
Exactly.
Well, America is what needs to be fixed in their minds.
Reality.
And just like
just
like that, you can tell that Americans wrote this movie.
But by the way, the internet was created using tubes by Al Gore. Everyone knows that. It's a fact.
Check. As a member of the War Dogs, we first meet Nakia in an undercover mission in Nigeria, where she and other women are held prisoners. T'Challa and Okoye rescue them from slavery and likely forced prostitution. Nakia's mission has...
Oh, look at all those white people that are forcing him to slavery.
Yeah, in Nigeria.
The mad
It's a little convenient oversight, isn't it?
In an undercover mission in Nigeria, where she and other women are held prisoners. T'Challa and Okoye rescue them from slavery and likely forced prostitution. Nakia's mission has parallels to the real-life kidnapping of 267 Nigerian schoolgirls by Boko Haram in 2014.
Boko Haram, the famous American
But still white
slaver.
supremacy, right?
Islamic extremist group believing that Western education is a sin and girls are only meant for marriages, Boko Haram threatened to sell the girls. Though most girls safely returned home, some are still being held captive. And the group continues to abduct schoolgirls, with the latest massive kidnapping occurring in February of 2018. The same week, Black Panther was released in theaters.
How is this racism? Like, what does that have to do with racism?
What is the category we're on right now? What was point number 3 that they were saying that they were making? Because I'm not seeing a point.
Isolation.
I thought it was to do with stereotyping.
This will be the first
No, that was the third one. They just started it.
We're on the third point.
Number 3.
Reality check. What does that even mean? Wait, what's this video called again? Somebody, what?
You're the only one that knows the link, so I don't know what the name of the video is. But
oh, I downloaded it so like it wouldn't be choppy or anything.
None of this is proving anything about, white supremacy or anything.
How Black Panther fights racism. Point number 3, reality check.
Reality check. It's their own countries that are doing this to them.
Haram weren't white.
Yeah, exactly.
As a member
But, but whatever. But that just
Hold on.
dismisses their entire narrative.
Yeah, I want to hear how this is.
Dogs, we first meet Nakia in an undercover mission in Nigeria, where she and other women are held prisoners. T'Challa and Okoye rescue them from slavery and likely forced prostitution. Nakia's mission has parallels to the real-life kidnapping of 267 Nigerian schoolgirls by Boko Haram in 2014. The Islamic extremist group believing that Western education is
Are they just
sin
saying
and
that the
girls-
movie echoed reality in this situation? I mean,
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, but this is point number 3 to how Black Panther fights racism.
yeah, I don't see the
are
point.
only meant for
Okay.
marriages, Boko Haram threatened to sell the girls. Though most girls safely returned home, some are still being held captive. And the group continues to abduct schoolgirls, with the latest massive kidnapping occurring in February of 2018. The same week, Black Panther was released in theaters.
I can't be happy here knowing that there's people out there who have nothing.
After witnessing human trafficking, Nakia advocates for using Wakanda's resources to protect those who can't fend for themselves.
And they go right to America.
Yeah. In fact, the only truly heroic person in this movie is Nakia. Because she's out there doing shit.
Yeah. Without a super suit or
Without a super suit. or
magical
without
plants.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and Michelle
No.
Obama, because she had that hashtag during that time period.
Darius, it depends on if you believe birds are even real. They're not.
You get to decide what kind of king you are going to be.
While the film celebrates African culture, it is not blind to the continent's hardships.
Cultures.
Coogler managed to include real-life issues that are not usually addressed in big-budget popcorn features. Number 4, jokes.
That was a completely useless whole third point.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I guess I have to see what they titled it. Where was it at?
Portrayal of the Black experience in America challenges him for the make them rethink their perspective. In Black Panther, T'Challa is forced to rethink the Wakandan tradition for the throne. Though taking place in a fictitious country, the film gives a realistic portrayal of the Black experience in America and
Not
in
the
Africa.
Black
Racism
experience.
is a sensitive
Black
topic
experience.
to approach. Black Panther managed to not only talk about it, but use the consequences of racism to shape its storyline, characters, and even its comedy.
Yes, but you're not even commenting.
Number
wait, damn it.
4 ways Black Panther elegantly. No, that's just the first point still, isn't it?
No, this is the title.
This is-
4 ways.
So it is just 4. Okay.
Right. The first one
was stereotypes.
Yes.
Second one was something that we kind of passed over. Third one was what we just went through. The,
reality check.
Reality check, and now jokes.
Advocates for using Wakanda's resources to protect those who can't fend for themselves.
You get to decide.
Except for those poor endangered rhinos that they used to send into
While
war.
the film celebrates African culture, it is not blind to the continent's hardships. Coogler managed to include real-life issues that are not usually addressed in big-budget popcorn features.
And where is the
Number
racism
4,
in any of that?
Jokes. Black Panther uses humor to shame the ancestors of white colonizers.
Humor in big fat quotation marks.
Hobbits have small dicks.
Uses humor to shame the ancestors of white colonizers.
No. It's not shaming the ancestors because they're all dead. They can't hear your dumb joke. What it does
shaming the
do is
person.
try to make someone feel bad that may happen, that shares like a similar unmutable trait.
Exactly.
Are not usually addressed in big-budget popcorn features. Number 4, jokes. Black Panther uses humor to shame the ancestors of white colonizers.
Don't scare me like that, colonizer. Great, another broken white boy.
But again, she's not shaming. She's not shaming
she
the
said
bloody
colonizer.
ancestors.
Yep.
It was
She's
a
not
joke.
shaming the bloody ancestors.
No,
She's
not at all.
Having a go at him.
Yes.
Another scene stealer was M'Baku.
I did like him though.
So in reality, she was just being completely racist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way,
Because all
I
white
do
people
like him.
Colonizers.
Of course, yes.
That's the joke.
No, she fixed him. That was a joke that she had to waste her technology on a whitey.
Yeah.
But she did it because she's a good person.
Oh man, really shaming those ancestors.
Yeah, take
Cannot
that.
talk. One more word, and I will feed you to my children. I'm kidding. We are vegetarians.
Between the jokes,
By the way, I don't think that was him trying to shame his ancestor. It was just a good joke.
Yeah, he was just,
Yeah.
just playing on an awkward white guy.
Yeah. I guess an awkward guy, you could have said you're racist, but yeah.
I'm surprised PETA didn't have a
I
field
can
day
say
with
it,
that.
I'm
He's
white.
wearing a frickin' pelt, and they're
Yeah.
not using the meat. I mean,
But
that's
he's a
just
vegetarian.
wasteful
Oh,
killing.
yeah.
I didn't even
Think
think of
about
that. Maybe it died of natural causes.
Actually,
Mm-hmm.
that's a very good point.
Dude,
don't you
what,
know,
what is he
natural causes-
eating though? Like,
according
where's
to
he getting
PETA,
his
it doesn't-
protein from?
It doesn't actually matter. It doesn't actually matter whether the animal dies of natural causes. The fact that you're using it at all is a problem.
No, dude, I think look at him. He's probably the most built bloke there. Like, I mean, his name is literally Man Ape. So, like,
You don't
By
get
the way,
that
I
big
like
without
him.
protein.
I
Where-
thought he
where
was
does-
funny in that Mark Wahlberg movie too, Spencer or something like that.
where's
Thought
he
was
getting
funny.
his protein from? How's he bulking up so much?
His poor
They
wife.
don't eat meat.
between the jokes,
Vibranium.
costumes, and shocking
Oh, yeah,
twists,
makes sense.
it's hard not to be
The
overcome
Force
by
is
Black
mysterious.
Panther. But there is an underlying commentary on racism that's hard to ignore. By shedding a new light on African
At least you
culture,
admit
Black
there's
Panther
an underlying commentary.
has
Did you just
had a
pause the
worldwide
video to cough?
Yeah, shut up. I'm used to
button.
having my mouse on mute instead of play.
Did you want
Yeah.
us to? Did you want us to rate your cough?
I wonder if that guy's really good at ping pong or not.
We could have moved past the whole cough mute thing.
No, we couldn't.
impact. From Screen Crush, I'm Daisy Perez Cohen.
Wait, what was the fourth? Oh, was jokes? Was the wow?
Jokes
You
was the
really,
fourth.
dude? Like
They
those
make
last
jokes.
two.
They make jokes at the end. I did it. They didn't even. It wasn't even like it's an essay where they have a conclusion to wrap up all their points into one thing. They just went, yeah, that's number 4. Goodbye. See ya.
Those
I'm
last
not
two.
really sure about M'Baku's joke was really at the expense of a white dude. He kind of
No,
it was joking about himself as well. Like, oh please, we're a vegetarian here.
it was a
Yes.
good joke, and it didn't have anything to do with anyone's race. But that could have been said to to anyone from anyone. But no, look.
I mean,
So I guess
he spoke to T'Challa in the same
He was
tone
more or
and
less
manner.
playing
So.
on Bilbo's ignorance rather
bro,
than his whiteness.
Yeah, thinking that they might have eaten meat. Yes, that's a very stereotypical thing of black people is that they eat meat. I mean,
Padding is giving it too much fucking credit because, like, I swear to Christ, he was like, "Well, we need 4. Well, what are we gonna do for the last 2?"
We've got 1.5 points.
I'm kidding. We are vegetarians.
Between the jokes, costumes, and shocking twists, it's hard not to be overcome by Black
and
Panther.
let's
But
not
there is an
forget that
around
the
then.
first joke we saw was her being excited about sneakers.
underlying commentary on racism that's hard to ignore. By shedding a new light on African culture, Black Panther has had a worldwide impact.
Shedding
From
a new
Screen
light on
Crush,
African
I'm
culture
Daisy
and doing
Perez
a what are those joke.
Cohen.
Yeah, no, you nailed it
they
though.
got-
You nailed
Yeah,
it.
they got that quick.
Man, oh man, good timing though. That's perfect time to start wrapping things up.
Hmm.
We did it. We did it quicker than EFAP would have. Here I'm mad flapping.
Well, that was some ranty good fun.
Yeah, I thought it led to a lot of great conversations. Like the point of these videos, for me, in my opinion, or my intention is never like really to talk to talk about the subject matter that's in the video, but also for it to lead to conversations. You know what I mean? To be a starter, to be like that thing that can get us, because like we covered a lot of different
essentially
things.
an icebreaker through it. So,
Right.
because in other words, we could all stick around and talk, but I've got to go, so
I just
I
poured
can't
another
stick
bourbon.
around and talk. So yeah,
Okay, bro.
yeah. I've got to go to work. I'm already a little late, so
Oh shit.
yeah, I saw the video. I only had like a minute or so to go, and I wanted to see how they wrapped it up. Silly
All right,
me,
brother.
they didn't. So
I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you around.
See ya.
Later,
Yeah.
Mr. G.
Bye.
Anyway. Alrighty. Brahmable, you got anything that you need to throw out there?
Go check out the channel. I've got a few videos out there. I'm starting to gear it up a little bit. Gonna start putting out a few more videos as long as the wife doesn't catch me doing it while I'm supposed to be working. You can catch me on Yelling at Park Cars tomorrow night. Let's see, Drew's channel on Tuesday night, Thursday night Throwdown. So that's where I'm at.
Do we have a link to your channel?
Yeah, I can throw you something in private chat real quick.
Do that.
But thanks for having me on. It was fun.
Of course, dude.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, definitely. You fit in very well. Like I like the you fit in very well with this crew, because I like having Sam and Nick and Grant. I think we have a good flow when it comes to these, because this isn't normally what we do on this channel anyways. If you've ever seen Street Smots or anything I've ever done,
I have, but I'm highly political, so yeah, I try to tame it down a little bit, but on videos like this, then we can kind of go into it. So.
Oh, of course, yeah. It's definitely fun to break away from the Street Smots every once in a while, but still have. Anyway, Nick and Sam, what are you guys working on?
We've recently released a short video. It would be wonderful if everybody dropped by, dropped a like, made a comment, and subscribed. And I just wanted to say this. Some of our videos are a little low on the view count, so I would suggest watching those videos, or you shall be forever accursed.
Oh, goodness.
That's a good one?
Wait, which one was it?
No, I'm the good one.
Ah.
Sam's the evil one. You can expect all kinds of horrendous shit to come out of his mouth.
Yes, we all remember the so-called woo-woo incident.
Oh, yes. Yeah, no reason to bring that back up.
Just so you know, in case Mama Susan is listening, some of the stuff we say on this channel is not meant to be taken seriously. Just so you know.
Soul Assassin says, "Look, Sam, I'm posting a link to your channel."
Thank you, Soul Assassin, for grabbing mine too.
Thank you, Soul Assassin.
Anyway, yeah. So for me, I'm gonna have that video coming out soon. Another bespoke will be ready to throw up, and that explanation about that unnamed. Oh wait, I showed y'all that it was gonna be Elon Musk. I showed you the little dude. I'll talk to you guys after we're done here about it, because I'm pretty excited for it. Anyway, thanks everybody for being here. Subscribe, do all those things, hit the bells. Blah blah blah, whatever we're supposed to say at the end of this, and that's goodbye. Hold on, gotta find the outro. Where is it at? Dude.
Oh, Darth Scipio, I hear you.
Here it is.
Listen now, Mr. Kansas Law Dog. Law don't go around here. Sammy.
Hey, Kip.
Hey, law dog, law don't go around here. And I say, law doggy, law don't go around here.
I want you to know it's over.
Well, bye.
Bitch.
Wow.